What is happening, people? Liverpool Prophet back again with another video. More transfer news to talk about. We have Rodrigo links coming out now. We are going to talk about what is going to happen with Federico Chiesa. And we're going to talk about the here we go that we have received on Jeremie Frimpong. A lot to talk about today. A good amount. Like I said, it's all flying off. All things Liverpool related at the moment. Everything is flying off. All things Liverpool related. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Let's start with Jeremie Frimpong. It has been confirmed by Fabrizio Romano yesterday that the here we go has been given for Jeremie Frimpong to join Liverpool. It is pretty much a done deal now. Actually, I correct myself, it is a done deal now. Frimpong will be a Liverpool player. He is expected to fly in for his medical in the next couple of hours. Once completing the medical, he will probably be unveiled. He'll do the picture thing. We'll have his interview. It'll all be there. It will all be there. So, Liverpool fans that were maybe a bit worried about this, no reason to be worried now. The here we go has been given. Jeremie Frimpong is going to be a Liverpool player. He will be our Trent Alexander-Arnold replacement. And I'm buzzing about this news. I'm very happy. I think this is a real statement of intent from the owners. We lost Trent, and I think it's a very good sign that before the season's even finished, before Trent's even gone, we've already got his replacement signed up. I think it's a good start to the window. Good statement of intent from the owners. And I think as a Liverpool fan, and I think I speak on behalf of a lot of other Liverpool fans, I want to credit FSG on this. I want to credit FSG on this one. I have to say, very impressive what we've done here. Last season, the summer before, we were scrambling around for deals. Couldn't get no deals done. Got rejected by Zubimendi after literally spending the whole summer chasing him. We literally got rejected last minute and we look like right mugs. Looks like none of that is happening this summer. We have gone in straight up, no screwing around, nothing at all. Put the money on the table and got our guy. Literally gone in, and you know what? We've gotten the deal done in less than a week. The Frimpong news came out, I think Monday was it? And it's done now on a Saturday. So less than a week, and we've gotten the deal done. And this just shows that when we want to, we can move quick and efficiently. That, you know, the cleverness is there from us. We just do not execute it nowhere near enough. But credit the owners for this. Didn't screw around on this and got the deal done. Now, I'm buzzing about this news. I think a lot of other Liverpool fans are going to be very happy about this news as well. For me, this is an upgrade on Trent. I know a lot of people will disagree on that, but for me, this is a big upgrade on Trent. And I'm very happy and very excited to see where he plays, because like I said, he can play off the right. He can play as a wing back. He can even play off the right wing. So if Chiesa is to move on, you can always put Frimpong there to cover Salah if needs be. So I'm personally very happy about this, and it's a here we go. So Jeremie Frimpong, welcome to Liverpool. Let's see how it slots in. But I wanted to move on to something else. Rodrigo news. It is coming out that Real Madrid will demand 100 million if they're to sell Rodrigo to Liverpool or any other Premier League club this summer. So yeah, it looks like Rodrigo wants out from Real Madrid, and that is completely understandable when you've got players like Mbappe there, when you've got players like Vinicius Junior there, when you've got other players there, Hendrick, is it? You know, there is a lot of stacked players in that Madrid attack and just in that Madrid team in general. So Rodrigo wanting out around Madrid is completely understandable. He's not going to get much game time when Mbappe's there and Vinicius Junior are there. So this is completely understandable. I think, you know, it's a good move for his career, and, you know, he's never going to get game time at Madrid. He may as well go somewhere where he's going to be a starter and he can actually thrive. So I think this is a good move for Rodrigo. But as for if we're going to sign Rodrigo, I'm not too sure. I'm genuinely not too sure. I think if Chiesa moves on, I think this Rodrigo thing is a possibility, in my opinion, because Chiesa moving on, that will mean that we don't have no cover for Salah anymore. That would then open the door up for us to maybe go get a Rodrigo who can then cover Salah a bit more, and maybe interchange with Salah a bit more. You can rotate them a lot more than maybe Slot would have done with a Chiesa. So I think this all depends on if Chiesa moves on, whether this Rodrigo thing is, whether we're serious about it. I think if Chiesa stays, which is probably unlikely, I think we don't see this, but I think if Chiesa moves on, I think we would be probably looking to bring a right winger in. Whether that is Rodrigo or not, I'm not too sure, but I'd imagine we would be looking to bring some cover in for Salah if Chiesa is to move on. But it looks like a lot of clubs are interested in him. I'm noticing that us and Arsenal are being linked with a lot of the same players. Hoylson, Rodrigo, Isak as well. It seems that us and Arsenal are being linked with everyone. It seems that we're both fighting each other for signings. But these are the two clubs that have been linked with Rodrigo a lot. I think if I'm looking at this as Rodrigo, I'm thinking Liverpool are definitely the more attractive prospect here. You have a manager who's literally proven himself first season, come in, won the league with no signings. And then you've got a manager over there who, with Arteta, who 5 years now, gonna be 6, no trophy. There's not really any ambition from Arsenal. Their fans don't really demand success. And I look at it and I think, if I'm Rodrigo, if I'm gonna move to either Liverpool or Arsenal, Liverpool is the much more attractive prospect for me. And for my career. I think you're playing under a better manager, you're playing for a bigger club, and you're playing for a bit better set of fans too. I think this is a one way thing really. I think if I'm Rodrigo, I'm choosing Liverpool over Arsenal any day of the week. But interesting. I'm not sure whether Rodrigo actually wants to join. I'm not convinced. I don't know if he actually is serious about joining. I think it could be PR because, like I said, Rodrigo has been linked with a move away from Real Madrid for a good couple of years now. I think every summer it's that he's been linked to with moves away from Madrid, and he never seems to move. He always ends up staying. So could be another situation this summer where his agent and them are just trying to get a pay rise out of Madrid or something to give him a new contract. It's very possible, but the rumours are there to be talked about. I would love Rodrigo as a Salah cover personally. I think for Salah's cover, to cover Salah, I think Rodrigo is a very good option. I would love personally to have Rodrigo as a cover. But whether this happens, I'm not sure. If we keep Chiesa, I'll have no problem with that. I think Chiesa's a baller as well. But if we do move on Chiesa, I do hope we look to bring in someone like Rodrigo to cover Salah and replace Chiesa. But this is an interesting one. Nothing concrete on this yet, but I think maybe if we are serious about it, we will see more concrete stuff coming out about this. So with the Rodrigo thing, I think we'll just have to wait and see where it takes us, honestly. But I wanted to move on to my third point, Chiesa. I'm not sure what's going to happen with Federico Chiesa. Genuinely, I'm very, very confused on this. He was brought in the summer. Now, last summer, we didn't sign no one at all. So, it was a player that we didn't need. We didn't need an attacker. If anything, we needed a midfielder, a defensive midfielder. But we decided to go for a panic buying Chiesa. But I was excited, and I think that was more so to do with the fact that we hadn't signed no one, and I was just excited that we'd signed someone at least, that there was something to be excited about. And I thought Chiesa could work in our system. He could really work in our team. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem that Slot feels the same way about Chiesa now. I'm not sure why that is. Where maybe there's something in training that he doesn't like, or maybe Chiesa doesn't have the right attitude. There's something there with Chiesa that Arne Slot just doesn't seem to take to, and he doesn't seem to like, because he hasn't played. He has hardly played. Even when he's come on and looked good against Newcastle in the cup final, Slot has still never given him a chance. So there's definitely something there. There is a reason there why he isn't being played. We don't know what that is as the fans. We're not being, journalists aren't really questioning it, but there's a reason somewhere that Arne Slot doesn't take to Chiesa, and he'd rather play players like Nunes or something. There has to be a logical reason behind that, because I can't for the life of me understand why he wouldn't play more, because this guy has got a lot of potential. A lot. But like I said, I think if Slot isn't going to keep it, if Slot doesn't want Chiesa, if he's not someone that, fits Slot's system, maybe Slot doesn't feel he fits the system, get rid of him. Just get rid of him. Let the guy go somewhere else and play his football. Because he's not going to work out at Liverpool, and keeping him here, it's just going to ruin the guy's career, because Arne's never going to play him. He's just going to be sat on the bench wasting away. So if I'm the club and Slot has made clear that he doesn't want Chiesa, sell. You have to sell, because you have to sell, in my opinion. No other debate. and bring someone in to cover Salah that maybe Slot feels fits the system a bit more. It's the same with Chiesa. It's the same. I think if he was given a chance this season, we'd maybe have a bit more points in the league. Dare I say it? It's a wild take, but it's a bit of a shame. I was hoping this Chiesa thing would work out. I was hoping that after the cup final, maybe Slot would change his mind and we'd see something and he'd actually start playing him. But looks like that's not going to happen. I think once Slot didn't bring him on in the Chelsea game after we won the league in a dead rubber game, I think after that game when Chiesa still didn't come on, for me that was it. That solidified to me that Chiesa was going to be moved on in the summer, and he's not someone that Arne Slot wants in the team or takes to particularly. Disappointing, but Chiesa is an absolute baller. He will go somewhere else and ball out, whether that's back in the Serie A or somewhere else. He will ball out because he has a lot of potential, but it's a shame it just didn't work out at Liverpool. Just wasn't given the chance. That's not particularly on him. He was a panic buy. He was someone that we didn't need. Someone that obviously the manager didn't want. And he was just forced into the team. And if a manager doesn't want a player, 9 times out of 10 he doesn't play. I still believe that if Klopp was here, if this was Jurgen, he would have found a way to integrate Chiesa into the team a bit more and play him a lot more, like he did with Coutinho. But Slot isn't that type of manager. I think Slot is very picky with who he wants to as his players, and he's not someone who is going to integrate someone into the team that he doesn't like. So it's a shame. It's a big shame, but it's a shame on that. But he is someone that we can get someone to replace Chiesa. It is not a deal. It's just we all wanted it to work out, but it hasn't. But there's not much to be negative about at the moment. We've signed Frimpong up. Looks like Wirtz links are heating up. Alvarez links are there. Kirk's links are there. So there is a lot to be positive about around Liverpool at the moment. We've had a good start to the window. We've pretty much got this Frimpong deal done really quickly, which is an impressive thing to see. Rodrigo links are there as well. So there are links there with Liverpool, and there are things to be excited about. But it's only good if we kick on from the window and sign more players, in my opinion. So it's a good start to the window, but let's go. But let me know down in the comments what we think about the Chiesa thing. Are we happy with Frimpong? What we think for Rodrigo? Are there any truth in these links? But let me know in the comments down below, guys. I would love to know other Liverpool fans' opinions on this. But as I said, there's a lot to be positive at the moment. Up the Reds. Let's freaking go. Liverpool profit out.